I just realized how many discontinued foundations I have, especially from K-beauty brands. Smart of me to put the foundation that I'm so disgusted by on my nose, but I can smell it all the time, right? You see my finger trembling? Oh my god, it's actually... oh! So you can definitely see how much warmer these foundations are. It has only very recently occurred to me that I have an olive undertone, specifically light cool olive undertone, and as an Asian person living in Southeast Asia, all I can say is it's ridiculously hard to find anything with a decent undertone match that will match my current skin tone and colouring. My biggest struggle is that tonally it is easy for me to find a decent foundation match, but the undertone, I swear it is literally mission impossible. It's the Wild Wild West. Foundations with a cool pink undertone usually gives me this weird grey cast pinkish tint to it, which that's no. Yellow undertone, warm tones, sometimes they pull very yellow and it just gives American cheese sauce kind of thing. That's a no as well. Warm tone foundations, generally they pull very orange on me. Even the Asian beauty foundations that claim to be neutral, they're not really that neutral and they just end up have a very strong orange undertone, which just gives a very bad self-tanner, oompa loompa, that kind of vibe. That's not it for me. So today I'll be swatching all of my foundations over here. It's a mix of Western beauty and K-beauty, mainly a lot of cushion foundations actually. And without further ado, let's get into it. I'm gonna start off with the one that I feel is the best match for me, and it's the IT Cosmetics CC Cream in Fair. Now this particular shade I feel has that bit of greenness in it, which makes it pull a little bit more olive. And I feel that this is the most decent shade match. I'm gonna swatch it on my jawline, like right over here. And the main point is to look at this part over here where it kind of blends out a little bit more. You can see when it goes down to my neck, it's actually a good match in terms of tonal value match and the undertone. I don't wear this CC cream enough only because I have a feeling mine has gone bad because it's this very like painty, medicinal smell and the fragrance on it is quite strong. But I do like the formula of it based off what I remember when I did wear this CC cream in the past. So maybe I will just get another mini size to try it out again, but this is not too bad. This is against natural sunlight. As you can see, the swatch is somewhere around here. Not bad, right? The next one I feel that is a decent match is actually from a Thai beauty brand. This is from Chart, and this foundation over here, Professional Foundation SPF 15 PA Triple Plus. Yeah, this one I got pretty recently, a couple of months back. This one definitely has a yellower undertone, but it's still a pretty decent shade match, I guess. This is as yellow as it could be and the one that I could probably get away with the most. You can see that between these two over here, this one is definitely a little bit lighter and definitely it's that kind of like brightening kind of effect. When I put it down to my neck, you can see between these two, this one is definitely way more obvious. The second in line that has a decent shade match for me is this one from Espoir, the Bee Velvet Cushion. This one is in number 22 Petal. Espoir on their website doesn't really say what undertone this is, but I feel that this has more of like the neutral but a hint of pink undertone. It doesn't really specify. Usually K-beauty brands, they do specify that, oh, this is a warm neutral pink. This one, they didn't really say it. But you can see between these three right now, you can see that this is probably the best match, the IT Cosmetics CC Cream. Chart one is a little bit too yellow, and the Espoir one pulls a little bit of a beige with a hint of pink undertone. So these three are kind of like my top foundations. The rest, they are just the Wild West. Okay, I know this foundation got a lot of hype. The Amuse Dew Power Vegan Cushion, because Jang Won-yeon wore it and so hyped up on TikTok and all that. I absolutely hate this foundation. The foundation formula is not it. It does not survive in Singapore's humidity. And the color of this, it's bad. This one I have is in 1.5 natural over here. But it pulls quite yellow. But on my skin, it makes me look white, like James Charles White. Let's swatch it right over here next to the IT Cosmetic one. Do we see how this literally changed my entire undertone to this like pink, and then it makes me like 2 shades lighter? No. This one I've been reaching out for quite a bit, only because I like the formula. This is the Heimish BB Cream, the Moringa Ceramide Tinted Moisturiser. I have it in the shade number 23C Nude. And this color is definitely grey, very strong grey undertone, but that's quite natural of BB creams. But the formula of this is really nice, and it just sets into my skin so nicely. But the color of it being pink tone, because when I got this I was trying to find like, oh my god, if I'm a summer cool light, I was advised to get a cool tone foundation. Tonally okay, but the color of it, So this one is how it looks like. I'm not really sure if you guys can see it. Sorry if it's blocking or the reflection. Heimish BB Cream in 23C, Espoir B Velvet in 22 Petal, Chart Foundation, It Cosmetics CC Cream in Fair, and the Amuse Dew Vegan Cushion in 1.5 Natural. Greyish muted foundations. It actually looks quite okay, but still a little bit of a grey cast. I think it's because of the pink undertone. I want to try a neutral undertone of this particular BB cream because I do like the formula of this a lot. This is one of my more recent foundations, the Maybelline Lumi Matte Foundation in 115. This one has a very strong pink undertone, and 110 is a little bit too yellow, but I believe 120 is too dark for me, so I couldn't really find a happy in-between shade even online. So I just gotta make do with it, and you can see this is pink. I feel there's always a dilemma of what should you match your foundation to. Should it be your face? Should it be your neck? I feel that it should be to the general colouring of your body, because for me, it's quite obvious that my neck is significantly darker than my face and the rest of my body. So I feel that as long as my face and body matches, I don't really care too much if my foundation doesn't match my neck. But you can see that the undertone, this is like pink, and my neck is like, no, I probably want to get my hands on a blue mixer pigment or something to actually just tweak my foundations a little bit, because that is one of my biggest struggles recently. Rare Beauty's Positive Light Tinted Moisturiser. Mine is in 20W. Normally for Western brands, when they say they have a warm undertone, usually that means yellow. Yellow or orange, there's no in between. So this is how it looks like. This one I can kind of get away with it, also because due to the nature and formula of the product itself, which is a tinted moisturizer. Tinted moisturizers, they just usually have a sheerer kind of formula. You're supposed to sheer it out, so that means your natural skin undertone and your natural bare skin will still peek through. But this one, it's okay. I like wearing this when I go overseas traveling because it's just so easy to just carry around, and also it's a squeezy tube like this. It's very accident proof, which I'm quite prone to. Even though this is supposedly yellow and warm, I feel that I can get away with it. So this one still stays in my routine, in my collection. Abduct Cosmetics Silk Serum Foundation. Mine is in 06 Light with Warm Undertones. I got this like quite a while back, and this one definitely, it pulls a little bit orange and it's very runny, you know, like this. Somehow or rather, I remember I could get away with it, or at least in my head that it didn't look as bad as I thought it would look. It's only like here. Ooh, you can see. Now that I look at it, it's actually pulling very orange. Coverage of this is good though, it's just that the undertone, it's a big no. Tonally, I think this is alright. It's okay. I can get away with it because it blends into my neck quite well. I'm actually thinking of throwing this out because I had this foundation for quite a while already. I think it's slightly over 2 years, so not the most hygienic, I will admit. This is a good example of an Asian brand claiming to be neutral, but it's super orange. This is the Canmake Tokyo Luminous Luna Pack, and mine is in the shade number G01. Maybe it's golden? I have no clue, but this is how it looks like. And this is orange. It's giving Oompa Loompa. Isn't this so orange? Oh my god, okay. Look at that. I think this against this one looks so much more orange, but this one, this is pretty orange to me actually. It does have this like luminous side to it, which then has a very like whitish silvery undertone and base pigment to it. Then when you kind of like mix it up together, it's like a let me just swatch it like here. It becomes like lighter. a lighter hue of orange. I don't think this actually matches me that well either, so yeah, I didn't really use this as well. It's also quite a rather more recent purchase, maybe like, I don't know, last year, late last year, I guess. This is the number 7 Stay Perfect foundation, and what's my shade? This is in Warm Ivory. This is another one that actually pulls very grey, but this is a little bit too grey for me even. And if I'm not wrong, this is actually the lighter shade for the foundation line for Stay Perfect. This is definitely too deep for me. Where should I swatch it? I haven't swatched anything here, so let's swatch it here, I guess. Hold on. Yeah, you can see that this is way too dark over here. Very, very dark as compared to all the Asian Beauty brightening shades. This is too dark for me. I have the Waradah Colourfit Matte Foundation in number 23W Warm Ivory. I'm pretty sure that this is too warm for me as well. Oh my god, I can feel everything is running out. I bought this in KL like 2 years-ish back, and I never really got around to using it. This is a good example of something that reminds me of American cream cheese, to be honest. It pulls a little bit too yellow. The yellow undertone is strong in this one. Maybe I'll swatch it on my moustache area. When I came back from KL, I realized that this was not it because it looked alright in the drugstore, but when it came back, I was like, this is too yellow, alright? I don't think this matches me at all. Catrice True Skin Foundation. This one went viral, I remember when this came out. Mine is in number 20 Warm Beige. I actually did remember getting a cool beige or some cool tone one. And it's super pink, too pink, to the point where I was like, okay, I definitely had to get the warm one. The coverage on this is crazy good. And I love to mix this in together with other foundations that kind of need to warm up a little and just need a little bit more coverage because this is so good. One of the better drugstore, I won't say best, but one of the good drugstore foundations. I shall swatch it like here. I feel that this is a little bit too dark for me as well. Also, the scent on this is really strong. It reminds you of plasticine, I think. Oh my god, I'm super blind. I can't see anything. I'm super blind. Super blind. Once this foundation dries down, it's like set and it's not really gonna go anywhere. I mean, the undertone's a bit off as well, to be honest. So, a lot of them are very off, okay, at this point. I have a mini of the Clio Cover Foundwear Foundation. This one is number 2 Lingerie, and this one, I bought this sometime when I went for my Korea trip. And this is way too pink for me, honestly. This one is super pink. Let me put it here. And you can see how much of that brightening aspect for K-beauty brands. Another one of those pink cool tone foundations I bought when I was in Korea was this one, the Laneige Neo Matte Foundation. Honestly, I love how they created minis of these foundations. I wish this was more readily available because it gives you a chance to sample the foundation and it's in a smaller size, so it's not as, you know, expensive as compared to buying the full size and committing to it. This is really, really very, very pink. But you know what? I do like the formula of this. Where should I swatch? Oh my god. I'll just swatch it like somewhere like here, I guess. Look at how pink this one is. Listen, I didn't know any better back then for this, okay? I was just on a shopping spree, happily buying foundations in there, in Beautyland. This tinted moisturiser from Maybelline, the Fit Me Fresh Tint in number 1. This was so hyped up when it first dropped here. Oh, if I'm not wrong, I did do a video on it, but I think my thoughts definitely. This is not a cute. Watch it be Crystal being disgusted by her tinted moisturiser for the next 5 minutes. The texture of this is so weird as well. It has this like balls of capsules, I think, of vitamin C inside, but it's not cute. It's really not cute. Should I swatch it here on my nose? Do you see how orange this is compared to like the redness on my nose and the natural skin tone of my skin over here. Smart of me to put the foundation that I'm so disgusted by on my nose where I can smell it all the time, right? Even on my forehead, this is way too orange. This is another Thai beauty brand. This is Srichand. This is the Super Coverage Foundation in number 110 Sand. I just remember this being a little bit hard to blend. Not gonna lie, oh my god, it's stuck. I swear I'm pressing on it. You see my finger trembling. Oh my god, it's actually... Oh, the fact that something has solidified in tube kind of confirms my suspicion. Super clayey and dry, and it's very thick and heavy. This one's a little bit too yellow for me, as you can see over here on this patch. But the coverage on this is really high. It's just that very hard to blend. Not a good time to use it, and a whole struggle to use it. So I might just throw that out, honestly. A lot of these foundations I had around for quite a while. It's just that I don't use them because I always keep on reaching for my cushion foundations. This one has really been discontinued and it's really been replaced by what I swatch for the lingerie, for the foundwear foundation, the Kill Cover New Matte Foundation. This one is old. It's like 2018 if I'm not wrong. Still smells okay. Questionable, but okay. This one is in number 3 Linen. The thing about Clio foundations is that across the board, their shades are not consistent. This shade, Linen, supposed to be like yellow tone and it's super yellow. But the thing about it is that across the board, across their other foundations, they have the same shades but they don't look the same. So the linen for this foundation will look very different from the linen in another foundation line from Clio. I just realized how many discontinued foundations I have, especially from K-beauty brands. This one from Moonshot. This one is the Microsetting Fit Cushion in number 301. I'm pretty sure Moonshot doesn't even make this anymore. And this is a very like old K-beauty type of cushion foundation. Oh my god, there's still product inside. Okay, we'll swatch it like here. This is one that also pulls very orange, as you can see over here. It's also a little bit too dark for me, but it's also like, okay, I can kind of get away with it as well. Like nobody's gonna notice it, hopefully. Aprilskin Magic Snow Cushion. I remember loving this cushion foundation when I first got my hands on this. Still quite orange, but this was when I was buying a lot of number 23 foundations that were warm tone. So you can definitely see how much warmer these foundations are. Clio Fixer Cushion Foundation. I have two actually. This one is in lingerie, this one is in ginger. I bought this older version when I was in Korea. So it's say like not super old either, but I think they now have replaced this with this, the new Skin Fixer Cushion Foundation. I don't know, they have changed the name so many times, I'm losing track at this point. This one in lingerie, this one has a more pink tone to it. Yeah, you can see how much more pink this is compared to this too. This was the cushion that made me fall in love with the whole Kill Cover line from Clio. Mine is actually quite dry already, so I might throw this out already, to be honest. You can see that gradually it gets like less orange, but this one, I think tonally is correct, but the undertone is still wrong because you can see how much more green my natural skin is. So yeah, anyway, I think I can throw this out because it feels super dry. I really had to like get in there. The older version of the Kill Cover Foundwear cushion is this one over here. I also have it in 4BO Ginger and I have it in the new packaging as well, in the new updated formula. This one is the new Foundwear cushion. You see what I mean by they keep changing the names and adding like a couple of, you know, new adjectives and new words into it. And I have this one into lingerie. I think I had this for quite a while as well. This is how it looks like. Let's watch it here. As you can see, the ginger and ginger for this two over here, they are not the same. If I am not wrong, Clio ever claims that they kind of tweak their foundations a little bit just because they are trying to match it according to when the foundation sets. Which I'm like, okay, I can see what you mean by that. This one I think has a stronger orange undertone. This one is leaning a little bit more beige, like slightly more beige. And since we are on Clio, let's just go in with the new foundwear cushions, the one in all the square packagings over here. I have yet to actually do like a proper wear test and comparison of all three. I want to do that one day. So again, this one I have here is into lingerie because I got this when I was in Korea. So I was like, okay, happy-go-lucky buying all the wrong foundation shades. So this one, lingerie usually pulls very, very pink. If anything, this is your sign to not blindly follow what your personal color analysis result says. Because you can see that even though I have cool tone skin, I don't think so. Cool tone olive, yes. Cool tone pink, no. Kale Cover Mesh Glow Cushion, I also bought it into lingerie. Actually, this one, I feel that I can get away with it because the formula of this, it's one of those like mesh cushions, but when I shear it out, I think I can get away with it because of the sheared out formula and the glowy look. So my bare natural skin actually shows up a little bit more. Still very wrong though. From what I remember at least, the mesh one doesn't look as pink as compared to the new foundwear. I felt like the new foundwear one was very, very pink on my skin, so yeah. And when I decided to finally wake up my idea and stop blindly buying cool tone pink foundations, I got the Skin Fixer Cushion Foundation in 21N. And this one is linen. So according to Clio, this is now a neutral shade. So you see what I mean, but it's a little bit confusing across foundations. Just for comparison's sake, I'm just gonna swatch it downwards here. Oh wait, it's not enough, sorry, hold on. This is also probably one of the better shade matches for me in K-Beauty cushions. I would say more beige at this point, but compared to my skin tone, you can still see the sallowness and greenness. This is one of them that I can get away with. At least Clio didn't make it like super yellow undertone, which the bar is low, but I'm like, okay, I appreciate it. Also, I feel that tonally, this actually matches me pretty well. And it's like almost there. If you see this part of my skin over here, it's just the undertone is a bit off. Also, I have the cushion foundation of the Laneige Neo Matte cushion over here. I love the formula of this, but the undertone, I don't know why did I buy such a pink undertone. I'm literally not pink. Why didn't I just open my eyes? Mine is in 21C1. Because in Korea, when I swatched it, I'm like, oh my god, yeah, this works out. No girl, am I wearing like white wash filters or what when I step into Korea? This is how it looks like over here. It's super pink, and I think on my face, it looks even like more obvious, and it's like the whole face. Because this particular Laneige Neo Matte Cushion Foundation, the coverage on this is really high and it's good, but when it's the wrong undertone, it makes it very obvious, and then it pulls very like this pinkish greyish white casting all over again. So I want to get this but in another shade. It's just bad shade choices on my end for choosing something so cool tone. If they have something neutral, maybe, but at this point, I think I want to like swatch it in stores at least. I hope you found this video helpful, especially if you are a cool olive as well, wondering if why are my foundations not matching? Why do I have this grey cast? Am I the problem? Am I picking the wrong shades? No, you're not, okay? Just want to reaffirm that at least you have some like shade references right now. What will work, what will not work, which one of these foundations you think you can get away with or are okay with purchasing at least. So yeah, help a girl out, leave a like, subscribe down below, and I hope to see you guys around in my next video. Stay safe wherever you are. Bye!